Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And welcome back. It's 18 degrees outside, December, and we decided to get this carpet project done now so we have time for other projects in the spring. So we have the slide-out carpet here, which is old. It's factory. It's pretty dirty, dingy, and it's just cheap. It's factory stuff. It's probably 12 or 15 ounce weight. We're replacing it with something that's going to match the rest of the furniture and the rest of the cabinets and the table and chairs, which we refinished about a month ago. So we're going with a 29 ounce, which is a little bigger pile. It's a better quality than what's here, and it's easier to work with. If we bought enough, we're going to replace the carpet in the bedroom also. We looked at some 36 ounce and 38 ounce, I believe, weight. It was just too thick and too difficult to work with. So we went with a 29 ounce, which is, decent carpet. It's affordable, easy to work with, and it'll look nice. So before you get started, obviously you got to move all your furniture. 99% of these carpets are stapled to the floor. There's always that one RV that's probably going to have the carpet tucked in underneath the walls, or the walls are going to sit on top of the carpet. So before you get started, I just kind of pull up a little corner here and see what you got going on. If it's just stapled along the edge, then it's a piece of cake. It's just a matter of pulling it out and removing a bazillion staples. Just be careful because there's a lot of staples. So this one here, I'll be honest with you, we already took this carpet out to see what was going on and what we were up against. So we just put it back in place just to give you an idea and what's involved. It's a pretty simple job. We already have the new carpet, so once we get some decent weather, we'll lay that out. We'll use this as a template so we can get the exact size and the curves and all the corners and whatever. And we have some carpet edging or binding, it's called. So what we'll do is we'll show you how to install that on this edge just so it doesn't fray. And of course along this wall here and this here, it's just going to be stapled. We'll put a couple random staples in the middle. You don't need a lot because once you put your furniture down and you got your table and chairs, it's really not going to move. And just about all of it's going to be covered up with furniture anyway, so it'll be fine. So we just pulled up the corner to see what we had going on here. It's pretty simple. So there was a million staples in here, and we still have a few that we have to take out of the floor before we put the new stuff down. It's an easy project. It doesn't take long, a couple hours maybe. It's definitely worth it. It's a nice, inexpensive upgrade. And if you have something like we do, this ugly brown that doesn't match anything, there's nothing wrong with upgrading your carpet, especially if you have an older unit and you can't afford, new RVs because we all know how expensive they are. Doing something simple like this definitely refreshes the RV and makes it look a little better. And, it'll help the resale value a little bit. And it's a fun project. So we just pulled this up. It's a pretty simple job. It doesn't take any special tools, just a little muscle. We just kind of peel it back. We got a junction box here. And the wires go down and through the floor, and it looks like from the factory they cut a little cutout for the wire, so when it slides underneath the box, it'll go around the wire. So we'll do the same exact thing with the new one. Like I said, we'll use this as a template, so it'll be a perfect fit. So it's actually real easy. Just kind of peel it up, roll it up, and just get rid of it. So once this carpet is up, it'll give us a chance to check the floor, see if there's any water leaks anywhere, or any stains, or any rot, or anything like that needs to be addressed before you put the new carpet in. So that's kind of important. You want to know what's going on with your window seals or the seals on the roof of the slide out. So that's it. It's pretty simple. And you can see we got some staining on the carpet right here. So we do have a little bit of a water leak, or had a water leak. That leak is old. It was from the previous owner. It's right up here in the corner on the floor. The floor is solid. It's just stained. So whoever addressed that leak got to it pretty quick, which is a good thing. So the floor is nice and solid. We have no rot anywhere, which is good. But we have a million staples to take out. When they staple these carpets down, they take their little staple gun, put it on automatic, and they just go to town. They just put thousands of staples in here. It's kind of ridiculous, but that's what they do. Good afternoon, everybody. Day 2 of the carpet job. Unfortunately, we had to wait a week because Mother Nature had other plans for us. All right, let's get this done. All right, let's fold this carpet over about 4 feet. We'll lay out the old one, tap a new one, and we can cut it. All right, let's see what we got. The problem with these dog ears, if they weren't there, a 12-foot piece would be perfect. But we didn't get so lucky. All right. So you just take your time, keep your line as straight as you can. This is the part that's going to go up against the wall, but you still want it straight. All right, just finish this little cut right here. That should be it. There it is. I'm just gonna, before we take this off, we'll cut that little circle out of here for the wire. Just take a little chunk out like that. All right, that's it. Let's take this old one, probably just cut it up and use it in the garage. If you all have carpet in your garage, like I do, leave a comment about it. And I don't want to be the only one that vacuums his driveway or his garage. There it is. Brand new piece. So the next step is going to be to put the edging all along here. That'll finish it off. We'll show you how to do that next. This way it'll keep the edge from fraying and it'll look finished. The rest of this carpet, we're just going to roll it up, tie it off, and we'll use it in the fall next year. So we can replace all the carpet in the bedroom. Before we start this edging project, there's a couple items you may or may not need, but I'll have them handy anyway, just in case. Get a razor blade, knife with a brand new razor in it, a pair of scissors, which you may need, and I'm going to use this 3M high strength 90 contact glue. It's a spray glue. So what we'll do is we'll take this edging. We'll peel back maybe 12 inches of it, like that, because the glue on here is pretty crappy. And we'll spray the glue on here, spray it on the back side of the carpet, and we'll mat it down and hold it for a few minutes until it sticks. Then we'll move on to another 12-foot or 12-inch section, just so it'll stick and it won't be a problem. Because it's like the backsplash project that we did. The sticky on the back of these things, the glue is pretty crappy. So we ordered this carpet edging on Amazon. It comes in a 54-foot roll. That's quite a bit. And we ordered a gray, which will match the carpet. If you need black or any other color, there are vendors that will sell different colors. So if you need something other than black, just search around. There's, like I said, there's other vendors that sell different colors. So we did the gray just to, because it matches the carpet and it doesn't stand out and it's not in your face bright. So it blends nice. So that's what we're going to use. Later on, we will do the hot glue. I'll show you how to do that after we get these installed. There is another item that we purchased. We have these tie-down cleats. The ones that were original were chrome, and they're showing their wear. The chrome's peeling off, and they look pretty bad. So we got a pack of 30. That was pretty cheap. They're black. You can get whatever color you want, whatever they offer. So once the carpet's installed and slide out, we just screw these down to the carpet, into the floor, and you put your tie-down straps on these just to hold your furniture in place, so you can see what they look like. So I did a small section of this already just to see what I'm working with. It's actually pretty easy. What you'll notice is if you run your finger on the back of the carpet, you can feel that it's not smooth. There's a lot of nooks and crannies in here because of the weave of the carpet. And the same with the fabric on this edging. It's the same thing. So you have to use plenty of glue. Once I put glue on the back of the carpet, I peel this tape off, yellow tape, and I put glue on this here. Let it sit for a few minutes or a couple seconds or however until it gets tacky. And then you're just going to lay it on top. And I have a piece of 2x4. I'll put it on top and I'll just kneel on it so it marries the two pieces together. Do that for a few seconds. And then what I'll do is I'll walk on it and simulate foot traffic. Squish it down, give it a few minutes to dry. So when I get to a corner, what I'll do is I'll cut this fabric on the edging. I'll just cut it straight up because this stuff bends pretty easy, which is nice. It's pretty flexible. So what we'll do is we'll peel this off a little bit, get that out of the way, put some glue on the back side of this edging, and on the back side of the carpet. Make sure you put plenty on here. Let that set for a couple seconds. And we can bend this around the corner. Like that. Try to keep the piping close to the edge of the carpet as you can. Just looks better. Like that. And I'll take our 2x4 and just kneel on it. Put some weight on there. Rock it back and forth a little bit. I'm going to mash all that glue into the back side of the carpet and the fabric and the piping or the edging, so it sticks real nice. Just kneel on it. Alright. So this we can just cut so it's nice and smooth. Alright, this is kind of awkward. There we go. Just fold it over. Put a little dab of glue on there. Cut this piece too. Okay. Just fold that over like that. Make it look nice. A little rag. Wipe that off. Alright. Let's put the wood on there. Squish it down. This glue sets up pretty quick. Now, this glue has a pretty nasty stink to it, so I would definitely go somewhere, do this project where you have some decent ventilation. And when you're spraying this glue, put it on a surface that's clean so there's no dust. And on a surface you don't mind if you get some overspray, because it will happen a little bit. All right. That's what it looks like. That's all there is. Like I said, once this is all done and my glue gun gets here, we'll just pull back this pile like this, pull it away from the edging, and I have the glue gun I have has 6 different tips. I'll use a very small one. We'll just put a bead right along in here, all the way around, and just push the pile like this. And that'll keep it from shredding. All right, we're ready for the hot glue gun process. So we're just going to take my straight edge. I'm just using a piece of aluminum. We're going to peel back the pile, kind of rake it out of the way a little bit so I can expose that joint. We're going to take a bead and just run it right in there, nice and tight. Doesn't have to be a lot. I'm just doing a small section at a time. Nice and steady. All right, that's that. Just pull the straight edge away. That's a little stringy. I just kind of push the pile, push it in like that. We'll cut all that stuff off after we're finished. Just push that pile right into that hot glue. That's it. Take a pair of scissors, just kind of cut the string off from the glue. That's all you do. Just push it right in there. That'll keep this edge from fraying, especially when you run a vacuum cleaner over it. Now this side here goes up against the wall, and this side here goes up against the back wall. It's not going to get any foot traffic, so you don't have to get crazy with the glue. The front end, where we walk, you want to make sure you have plenty of glue and the pile is into that glue, because that's going to get a lot of foot traffic. You don't want that to fall apart. So we'll go all the way around. This will probably take a couple hours, and then this will be ready to install. So we changed up our process a little bit. As part of the learning curve, instead of using that straight edge, we're just going to use our fingers and pull this pile back. Just rake it back with your fingers. Seems to work better. It's a little faster, not as messy. And then we'll put our hot glue in. Just like this. Just run a bead, maybe a foot or two. We just push it right in. Let the glue set up a little bit. This is why you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, because then you'll have a problem. The glue will dry before you can actually work the carpet into it. All right, we're very close to installing this carpet into the fifth wheel. The first thing you want to do, and this is kind of important, is you get a piece of wood that best represents the thickness of your floor. And you have a sample of the carpet. And what we're going to do is we're going to staple this carpet onto the wood and make sure the staple doesn't come through the other side. That could be a big problem. If your staple's too long, you're going to damage the seal that's underneath the slide out. You could damage the floor, and that's just going to be a problem. So we're going to adjust the pressure on the air tank, adjust the pressure on the gun, and we're going to put a couple nails and staples in here and see what it does. Perfect. Didn't come through. Okay, the finish line. Finally, I'm going to roll this thing out, get the corners all lined up, get the edges lined up. And we're going to have to stretch it, make sure it's in place the way it should be.
It's upside down.
Oh yeah, it is upside down. All right, let's try that again. So it's important to get all the edges and the corners lined up, get all the wrinkles out before you start stapling this thing. Because once you staple it, there's no going back. Work out these wrinkles. Yeah, this is the hardest part, is getting it all lined up. All right, so like I said before, once you get this edge in the back wall and your corners squared up, we put a couple staples on either side of this box and then down the center, so that'll keep this from moving around. And then we worked this whole side from the center over. We stapled along the edge, both edges, so that's not going to move. So what we're going to do now, because you want to get the wrinkles out, is you pull that edge up away from the floor and you just kind of go like this, and that'll stretch the carpet a little bit, and that'll take all the wrinkles out. Just kind of work it so there's no wrinkles, and then we'll put a staple right in here. I'll work this edge, just kind of kick it down a little bit. Now you can just put a couple in here. You don't need a million staples, because most of this is going to be covered with furniture. Alright, then what we'll do is we'll split this 4-foot section, find your center line, and we'll put a couple right in the middle, so when you slide your furniture around, the carpet doesn't hump up like this. You don't need a lot. You find your edge of the wood, which is right, edge of the floor, which is right here. So this whole strip all along here is going to be a high traffic area. You're going to be walking. This is going to be moving around when you're sliding. You slide in and out. So you want that secure so it doesn't fold up on you, make a hump. So again, you don't need a lot of nails. Just put a couple in. Just find your edge, go a couple inches in. So I hope this helped you get you motivated to do your own projects. This thing came out great. It's a lot cheaper doing it yourself than hiring somebody, if you have the skill set. If you don't, well, just hire somebody. It's a pretty easy job. It's a lot cheaper than, like I said, hiring another person. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining us. If you see us on the road, come say hi. We love talking to you guys. Happy camping.